Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Style Speaks. As I've been promising you all month, we have a very special edition of Style Speaks this month called Hot in July. And I have just that, and it is just that outside, hot in July. Thank goodness the weather held out, the sun's coming out, and we got this nice canopy here at Panera Bread sitting out having a good time. But I want to welcome to you a very special young man. I want to give him an opportunity to tell you about what he does and what makes him do what he does. But he goes by, and he will tell you what his real name is, but he goes by the Black James Bond.
The first one.
The first.
Yeah.
The first. Let me get that corrected.
Yeah, but there's only one guy, American rapper, I think, Pop Daddy. Discussed the road with me.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that in a bit. The Black James Bond, Mr. Brice Bond, everybody. Where are you from, Mr. Bond?
Well, I'm a black man from Africa, and I moved to the United States 6 years ago. Yeah,
Okay. So where you're from? Where were you
I'm from
born?
Burundi in Africa. It's a small country. You have a very sad story in Africa.
Okay.
You can't even see my country on the map.
I can't even see it on the map. Very small. Well, we're glad that you decided. How long have you been in this country?
Oh, six years. I'm with my 6 years in the United States. I was a student at Georgetown University.
At Georgetown? Okay. Well, how long have you been here in D.C., in this area? The whole 6 years?
The whole 6 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, nowhere else. Wonderful. Well, tell us a little bit about where the name came from. How the first Black James Bond.
Oh, festival, I'm fascinated by the first thing was related to 6 years ago. Somebody stand up in Chicago and to give all generation all around the world the audacity, the hope. You know, a black man stand up in Chicago and they became first dream and became finally the first African American president. And President Obama is not only American thing; it's all around the world. You know, so he inspired a lot of people. You know, for me, I'm a fan of James Bond, and I was like, hey, if America finally have an African American president,
Why can't you be the first Black James Bond?
why not? Why not, Mr. Bond? Why not, Mr. Bond?
Well, no, I'm doing the interview. Don't ask me. I'll figure it out right now why you're not. Okay, well, as it relates to, you're very stylish, and of course that's one of the reasons why you're sitting here in front of me. Where did the whole, and we're going to talk about your businesses and all that kind of stuff in the designing piece, but where do you get your style sense from? How did you come to be this man of style you are today?
About,
What were some of your inspirations? Kind of talk about your earlier days. And,
no, the style is, first of all, I'm somebody I'm a French rapper.
Okay, he raps too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the hip hop for long, the old school, the generation of Eazy-E and NWA, things like that. I really know I'm an artist first, you know.
You're an artist.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm an artist, and when you're an artist, you're polyvalent. You're an artist also.
Yeah.
And the style, the inspiration, the art, what you call in French, ce qu'on appelle en français de l'art, is everything. You know, it's a lot of inspiration.
Okay. So, well, how would you classify? You talked about your inspirations and being an artist, and a lot of artists still have, or some artists are just not very fashion conscious. Some are just very eclectic and just very, mundane. They may be very artistic mentally, but they don't really get into the whole style and fashion piece, and you definitely do. So what makes you want to actually bring that to the front? Why you like looking good?
To be honest, I came from Paris.
Okay, well.
And Paris has all of us knows is
yes, that's the creme de la creme.
Yeah, for a mode.
Right.
Paris is the very central of the mode, and when you grow up in France, you always
right.
To be honest, that's my Frenchy side, bringing the fashion. But I'm planning right now to sign a fashion line in the United States to invade the French country. I'm not gonna really attack the American market right now because they're not gonna understand the concept, my concept of what I'm. The name is Marabout. Marabout means in Africa, African black magic, like kind of people who do voodoo. I can say, I can make you be rich.
Okay.
That's why I wear a lot of shirts.
Okay.
You know, and I want all the African people to recognize themselves in my fashion line.
Okay.
That's why my logo is shells.
Okay.
Shells were used long time ago in Africa's money.
Okay.
No, that's it's the fashion line. The design world. You know, I've always been in the design world. Since
Okay.
Europe, it's not something new for me.
Okay, it's not new.
No, it's not.
So I mean, well, looking the part and actually being an artist and being a designer and being creative is two different things. I mean, I like to look nice and put on nice clothes, but I can't draw and I can't sketch and I can't design and all that kind of stuff. I have a good eye for it, but I can't put it on paper. So you design yourself, right? So you create. You're a creative artist in that way. So you started talking about your design. So tell us a little bit about how you want to implement that and how you're going to roll that out.
But I'm focused right now on sportswear because I believe that if a lot of generation, even me, I grew up with Adidas, wearing Adidas, Puma. I'm like, why all the young kids cannot wear Marabout, something related to Africa, like they wear Adidas or Puma?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Now, for me, everything is, especially sportswear is the same, you know. But now is how Rocawear want to present his own, or Fubu, or you know. That's how Marabout going to present also. But avec the difference are going to be related to a lot of pieces for our whole Africa.
Okay. So is it more? What target? I mean, how are you targeting? What market are you? Is this specifically men's? I mean, I think I've seen some of your creatives or creations, or have I?
I'm gonna, to be honest,
just women's, men's, or?
No, I'm gonna do everything.
Okay,
all around
okay.
the world. But I'm preparing the first outdoor fashion show Washington Nevada before. Present the brand, but the brand, to be honest, is going to be more presented in Europe and came back to the United States.
Okay, well, you got to go there first.
Yeah,
I mean, they always have to be first, right?
No, not first, because in Paris people going to understand better my concept. I have more chance to make to look good there than here.
I see.
Especially here, the market.
It's definitely.
It's going to be tough for me to explain my concept.
Right.
I have a friend, Mohamed Dia. He sells all around the world. Nobody knows him here.
Right.
Or he invade all the earth with Dia.
Right.
Now it's going to be the same.
Well, I know because you talked about when you're going to present your fashions and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, what's motivating you to kind of get that going, and what are you working on now? Yeah, right now to implement that and roll that out.
No, but for now I'm starting in the United States because because America is a country who gives the dream to everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though there is a lot of doubt today, but the doubt is only because of economic. But there's still the dream. There's still the dreams. Anyway, we have the evidence 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start my concept here in the United States. I'm going to sign the fashion line here in the United States, America gives us all around the world has a keeping say the dream.
Okay. Well, okay, no, go ahead.
There is other country in France. We don't have a dream there.
Okay.
It's a different system there. Like a friend of me, like Mohamed, who moved to the United States in 1999. In 2004, he signed here for NBA for $24 million. Mohamed. Nobody knows him here. But America gave him the dream. That's why I'm following the same.
I got you. The land of opportunity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, tell me a little bit, and I'm glad you kind of expressed that. But tell me about basically what you see on the streets of DC. Now, you've lived here long enough to know you walk the streets, you do what you do. You're a mover and a shaker. You're all about town. You go out. I see a lot of your photos on Facebook. You got all these hot women around you, and you're at these different events and clubs or whatever. But what is your perception? I mean, you think you can be a major force on style and fashion here, and what's your perception of what you see here in DC now?
Especially in my area.
And no comparison to obviously France and Europe.
No, in my area in Georgetown, people dress very good.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
That's only because you live there, I think.
Yeah, no. People dress very good there. But in other, I think people are more related to jeans, to sport, to
a lot of sportswear,
sportswear, yeah. That's why it inspired me to be focused more on sportswear, because most of my product will be how I see all the young people in the street.
Especially the young people. Yeah, I mean jeans and tennis shoes and
that's why I'm going to focus more.
Well, is that something that you like? I mean, do you like to see that on the young people? I mean, I mean, but have you always been? Well, how would you classify your look? Are you conservative? Is this? I see a lot of the photos on your page or whatever. You like to dress up. That's pretty much a gift.
I like to have a very strong physical appearance.
Okay. So, but on a Saturday, tell me, how would we find you on a weekend? Just being you.
Just being me?
You probably still wear shirt and tie.
No, I'm not.
Wear shirt and tie to the car wash.
Sometimes just James Bond remove his James Bond suit.
James Bond. I mean, well, yeah, because we never see James Bond in a pair of jeans and a pair of shorts, right?
That's happened sometimes.
Unless he's on a boat or something.
Yeah, and many people think that because James Bond wears suit every time, he cannot. James Bond, it's not because James Bond wears suit every time, he cannot jump fight. You just jump and run and remove the suit and, James Bond can do all those things. Some people have a wrong judgment of...
I mean, the reality is. But I mean, I guess I was trying to get a picture of just, based on what I've seen and what I know of you, you're always impeccably dressed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that pretty much your makeup? And is it hard for you to kind of dress down on the weekends, or are you a fan of dressing down yourself?
No, but to be honest, sometimes I'm very relaxed.
But you're more comfortable in a suit and tie,
I'm more comfortable.
Okay, that's why I wanted to say. That's why
I'm more comfortable. But sometimes I'm also strongly hip-hop. Like, I like, you see me present myself sometimes, I like Run DMC wearing Adidas. I like the style.
Okay, like the old school, right, okay.
That's why I always, related to even to hip-hop, to come back to the hip-hop, and that's why I always explain to people that I think, with all the respect, the rapper Jay-Z and the businessman Jay-Z is, excuse me, the world is killing the hip-hop today. But with all this new generation of new school rappers, because that's not the message of hip-hop, how they present hip-hop today.
Well, I think it just has evolved. And I mean, Jay-Z is just taking it to a whole nother level.
No, excuse me, sir, but Jay-Z is supposed to do what KRS-One made in 1988 about the black on black crime in the ghetto. That's his job as a leader of the hip-hop today. But he don't, but all of them, we're not going to go into debate about the hip-hop, but that's a very important point American people, especially this generation, they need to understand. Remember the song that we know, the song like Self-Destruction of KRS-One, all the rappers are united to give a strong message to the new my generation. This generation, they don't know anything about the only thing they do is to do what T.I. did Wayne and Rick Rose asked them to do, to sell drugs and stuff like that. Nobody wants to be a man like you, nobody wants to be the plumber, who's going to be the carpenter. Everybody wants to be Jay-Z.
You're absolutely
anyway,
right. That fast money, that fast life, and that's just,
And, and they're going to complain after. But I think, I blame a lot of, I blame Jay-Z and all this machine, Minaj and everybody. That's not good for our community, what they're doing right now. But they have the control.
Well, hey, you're definitely entitled.
I think when I'm going to sign my fashion line, I'm going to have important debate to fix that in my community.
You're going to be the first to change that. We're going to make the black James Bond.
They give me do the changing and the approach of hip hop of Jay-Z and all these machine, Minaj and Wayne. That's very important what I'm saying, because I think this generation. Well, when I'm going to sign my fashion line, of course it's going to be a heavy contract, but I'm going to be more prepared.
Good for you. Well, tell us how we can find you. What are you working on next? What are we working on? What you working on next, or how can we look forward to, when you're going to be targeting this new venture?
Oh no, for
How can the public find you? Tell them how they can
no,
find you.
right now I'm preparing the fashion show.
Okay.
I want to present the fashion line at
At the waterfront, right? That'll be a beautiful
Yeah, it's
venue
something
for that.
new in Washington also. I plan strongly to do.
Yeah.
Because I
look
want
forward
the
to that.
Washingtonian to see my models across the la rivière.
Okay.
With the plants in summertime,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
dress them
Yeah.
at the my sportswear and
Okay.
everything. Build the stage,
Right.
you know.
Right there at the boardwalk.
Yeah, exactly. Something really, a lot of photo shoot, a lot of nice lighting.
So when do you anticipate that happening? I mean, I know you're working on it now. Okay.
Seriously, and it's not. And I may have a wonderful lady like women like Gabrielle Vignon. I wish she's there to host my event because
Okay.
she's a wonderful person. I meet
So Facebook, website, let everybody know how they can look for it.
Brice Bond Facebook, the first black James Bond. I told you who is the other black man who discussed the run with me? The rapper, Bob Telly.
What about him?
What about it? I saw him in Saint-Tropez in France. He got off a helicopter with 3 James Bond girls. He said, hey, Mr. Brice, you know I'm going to be the first black James Bond? I said, you did it. He said, yeah, come on, look at my girls. I said, you can't. He said, why Mr. Brice? I said, because you're too short, Mr. Diddy. I mean, James Bond cannot be a short man like
Mr.
you.
Diddy.
It's too short. But to be honest, everybody, James Bond cannot be a black man because of the history of.
No, you look like the Bill a lot better than Diddy. I definitely
No,
tell
I
you.
think, that's why I was like. But to be honest, James Bond cannot be a black man
Okay.
because of history of England.
Yeah, I
England.
got you. All right.
You understand?
Well, good. Well, if you can't find him, come find me, and I'll let you know how to find him. And it's been a pleasure, Mr. James Bond, Mr. Brice Bond.
Yes, Brice Bond.
And,
Brice is the French side.
Huh?
Brice is the French side.
Okay, Brice is the French side.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
It's a pleasure for me.
Absolutely. All right. That's been another edition of Style Speaks.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you.